I figured I'd do a little update video on my adventures in Vloggerhood, the Vloggerhood. Um, so far, after 6 videos, I guess it is. Yeah, not much fun yet. Sorry. Did a screen capture of I'll put on the background of just my last video. You know, in the comments section, and so I think I'll say again. I'll just point out that yeah, the video was bad quality because yeah, I really had to compress it to make it under 100 megabytes, and my software doesn't give me enough choices to do it right, plus the uploading difficulties and all that stuff. So anyway, I realized it was blurry, but hey, it wasn't that bad considering it was 30 minutes. But anyway, yeah, and so BCJ did make a response video. Really wasn't very useful. You know, he's defending Frag. His proof that he couldn't possibly have called me and, you know, had a conversation with me on my phone is that he knows him, and that's his proof. Fine. So this is a brilliant kind of commentary, you know, the image posting. So yeah, apparently that guy's joke was, you know, this guy wants his hair back or something. It's one of those 80s jokes, you know. And this guy with a little beef symbol there, he's wah ha ha ha. Yeah, that's a real useful commentary. So yeah, this is my favorite, you know, the underwear image. So it's a classy place you're running here. Whatever. I mean, the same old shit. I just don't see the point of having images. It just gives the trolls even more power now. So that's all you've done. You just empower the trolls with images. It's bad enough to tolerate text. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to turn off comments on my videos anyway. And I'm still going to argue that I personally rather have a system where, you know, you do the community thing, but you do it in your collective or whatever. There's going to be people of conflicting interest on these video sites. And this guy, you know, this little icon guy who posts this stupid video, I did read on his channel page where he was all happy that, you know, Jones R and some others had driven Brett Keane off of YouTube. And that's really their intention. They're not for free speech. They're for harassing people till they trip up and do something wrong and get booted. And that's their whole mission. These are nice people.
Hey boys and girls, I'm happy, and I'm interrupting this Mr. Amanda video because I think he is being a little negative, but I think you ought to understand that he's being negative because you're being pretty negative. I mean, dirty underwear postings and things, and Jesus giving middle finger, this isn't nice and polite behavior. So, I mean, I think Mr. Amendum's trying to be happy, he's trying to be friendly, but you're not being very friendly to him. So he just can't be friendly to people, call him whiner and say he has a limp penis and things like that. It's not very happy. So, I mean, we're trying to be happy. So you ought to try to be happy, and we can all be happy and just have happy conversations instead of all this negative conversation. But I think Mr. Man's trying to be happy, so I think you ought to be happier and just be kind of friendly and happy, and quit blaming Mr. Manning for being Mr. Manning not being negative on purpose. It's just you're making him be negative because you're not being very happy to him. So anyway, I just let you know I think Mr. Manning's trying to be happy. So, anyway, that's all. I just want to interrupt and say, I think he's trying to be happy. So, till next time, happy.
And what's the point of this? Why is this on my video? Jesus Christ giving somebody the finger. What is that? Why? It doesn't have anything to do with me. I mean, it's just bullshit. So anyway, yeah, I just think there has to be an accountability system. There has to be something other than, yeah, go cry to mommy and mommy will do something about it and all that stuff. It really has to be built into a system, and because systems can scale. You know, a system of moderators really doesn't scale very well. We see that at YouTube. I mean, you know, a bunch of idiots flag videos, then some flunky at Google looks it over and says yes or no apparently, and the video's deleted, and there's no way to argue with it. It's just no good, and there's no there's no way for people to I mean, the way to get rid of trolls is to give them no place to speak. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, if people don't have an interest in having trolls on their webpage, if they don't lose subscribers by blocking people, if they don't, you know, if there's no penalty for one of my friends to say, oh yeah, well, that was really bullshit what he did, you know, I'll give him a -0.2, you know. There has to be some sort of peer pressure, some sort of pressure, period, that encourages people to be very careful about this kind of behavior because it'll carry a penalty. And the penalty shouldn't be banishment. The penalty should just be that, yeah, you're known in the community for what you are: a reckless jackass, a 12-year-old, a petty little fuck, whatever. You have a diminished status relative to your behavior, relative to your character, the character you display, the behavior you display in the community. I mean, it's a video site, okay? It's not some kind of jackass site where people just, these images are, 4 or 5 times as large as the freaking video. And images speak, and so I just don't see the point of that. I just don't see it as productive. I don't think there's going to be any hugely productive commentary made with images. They're just good for cheap slanders. That's all they're really good for, cheap attacks. So the hell with that, and that's just my opinion. So anyway, who knows what, I don't know how much I'm going to invest in this site. Obviously, there's very few people that find me useful for anything but something to attack, and that's really, I have no use for it. It really is people don't want to believe this, but I really have no interest in this drama shit. I have interest in hard philosophical discussion, but that just offends people. It hits them in their little religious gaudy homes, and they get too damn defensive or whatever the bullshit is, and so screw it. You really, it's all about this ego thing, people trying to knock you down, trying to knock your status down, and it's just, so fuck it. I have no interest in playing these fucking games, and so if that's all this place is going to be about, it's a bunch of game players and all this patronizing bullshit talk about how we all have to somebody has to change their personality or something. Fuck that shit. All right, you can't take the word fuck, then get out of the conversation. If you can't, whatever. But there's no point in even analyzing it, okay? Because the structure doesn't allow anything to change, okay? Because the assholes have the power. That's just the way it is. They have the power, and in my opinion, it just shouldn't be that way. So anyway, that's just whatever. Video number 7. Might be a while till I do number 8, because really, what's the point? Is there anything? Really, there's no real point, is there? So until next time, or whenever.